We're going to do another little Valentine project, this time using, these are cattail reeds actually, just to go and get some nice, straight, unbroken cattail reeds and just give them a little soak for an hour or so, just to soften them up so they're not cracking while you're working. And hopefully we're going to end up with something like this. So we'll just start off by tying these together, and then we'll braid them together. Tie it nice and tight so that it's not gonna pull out. Just start right in with braiding. And pull them nice and snug. It gives you a really nice effect when they've been soaked a little bit. They get very soft. And they're almost like working with a soft leather. It almost gives you that kind of a look too. It's kind of a two-tone. A little bit of light and a little bit of dark. It looks really good when it's braided together. Just have to be careful not to pull too hard because you don't want to cause it to break when you're half done. If it does, you can just slip in another piece and kind of braid it in. So that's the look that you end up with. They are pretty tough. You don't have to worry too much about them breaking. Just make sure that when you're picking them, you get ones that aren't already cracked. And you just keep going with your braiding. And you can pull it, like it's very pliable, it's pretty tough. You can pull it so it's nice and straight and flat. I'll just set that one aside. And these are two that I did previously. So we'll just take these and we'll try and work to form them into a little bit of a heart shape. You can make it any size. If you want to make it small, just, tie it off and cut it off. You take these two and just tie them together. I'm using twine, but you can go ahead and just use ribbon or lace or whatever. You can use twine to start with and then sort of decorate it up after you've got your heart shape formed. If you want to make a big heart, you can just tie all these thicknesses together. Probably just put them flat together like that. So you tie those 4 thicknesses together, and then we can work with it a little bit to shape it up. End up with a lot of twine hanging here, there, and all over, but that can all be trimmed up later. Or covered up with ribbon. didn't get that very even, but get the general idea. Now you can either take another piece of your reed and just start wrapping it around like that. In order to bring the two heart halves together. Or you can do the same thing with a piece of ribbon. You can kind of bind it together and it'll look like that. If you use the reed, or if you want to use ribbon. You can use some ribbon. Just tie the two halves together. Adds a little bit of glamour to your heart. I could have cut that ribbon a little longer and then used the long strips to hang down. Just tie a little bit of a longer piece of ribbon on here just so we have something to dangle. There. It's a pretty little Valentine for somebody to give. Again, mom, grandma, whoever. Projects are very easy to come by if you have cattails in your backyard. A little bit of ribbon or a little bit of twine. And if you want to, like, these can be cut off too and kind of spread apart to be, you know, a little more flared like that. You could stand it in a little vase, or you could put a little bit of ribbon on it, hang it on the wall, whatever you want to do with it. And these ones are made out of dried grasses. It's a little harder in this time of year to buy, or to find long grass that's kind of even in length. But, you know, if you go searching, you might be able to find it. Just give it a little twist. That you don't soak, at least I didn't try soaking it. I just used it dry. Just give it a little twist. And it kind of holds itself together. And this one is a different kind of grass. It's obviously all different lengths, and it was just tied to a stick to make kind of a Valentine wand. Just some different ideas, just using, you know, whatever is available that Mother Nature gives us to play with. Make your Valentine's crafts and decorate your house or give them away.